Good morning, ladies. Cheryl here, and this is a pregnancy-specific practice for all you mamas-to-be. This is a morning yoga practice, very quick, 10 minutes only, to help you get over that pregnancy fatigue. So if you're exhausted, this is the one for you, okay? So we're going to begin on all fours, tabletop position, hands directly under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips, so we have a nice rectangle. And we're just going to turn those toes under, and we're going to start with a nice flat back. And on the inhale, we're going to gently take that navel down towards the mat, looking up between the eyebrows. And as we exhale, we're going to curl all the way up again. Now, making sure this is not too extreme, we're looking towards the navel. Now remember, be aware of your growing bump and just follow what's comfortable for you. So in your own time, inhale, looking up, exhale, curling the spine up like a cat, looking towards the navel. Last one, inhale, looking up, exhale, curling under and coming back to flat back. So now we're just going to very slowly walk those feet up to the hands, put the hands on the hips and come up to standing position. So we're going to come into warrior or Virabhadrasana 1. Now, usually we take the feet about 1.2 meters apart. We're going to take them slightly closer. If you can do it a bit wider, that's okay. Just don't overextend. So we're going to start on the right side, and we're going to put the right foot at 90 degrees, the back foot at 45. But as you can see, they're closer together than usual, and those heels are aligned. Now, if you need to take one step out to make it more comfortable and accommodate for a bump, that's absolutely fine, okay? And we're just going to turn around, taking this foot out if we need to. If we need a bend in the front knee, that's absolutely fine too. And now we're looking forward. We're just taking those hands up above the head, and we're going to take 5 breaths here. Now, if we have high blood pressure, placing the hands on the hips or in front of the heart in prayer position, okay? So again, if you want to go a bit forward, use something to hold on to so that you have support, because your balance and center of gravity could be off, okay? So just holding that warrior one, you can take the hands into prayer above the head if that's what's available. Otherwise, hands at the hips, just breathing in and out through the nose. Then after 5, we're going to turn those feet back to the center, and we're just going to turn around in the other direction. So front foot forward, left foot forward, back foot to 90 degrees. If we have to take that extra little step out, that's absolutely fine. A knee just coming over the front hip. So again, not as extended as we would usually be, okay? Facing over the knee, again, hands on the hips, or if it's available, taking the hands above the head, shoulders back and down away from the ears. Breathing in and out through the nose, inhale equaling exhale, and we're just going to take 5 breaths here. One more breath. Slowly taking those hands down to the hips. Make sure we're doing it all nice and slowly. We're going to pop into side angle pose. So if you can take the feet a little bit wider, that's great. And we're going to bend that front knee down a little bit more. And we're going to take the left elbow to the knee. Okay, so we have a nice line between the feet here. We're just going to bring the hand forward, and we're going to take the right arm up above the head. Again, not if we have high blood pressure. Okay, and then extend over if that's available, looking at the thumb. If not, here is absolutely fine. If we have high blood pressure or it's not available, absolutely fine to take the hand to the hip here. Again, if we have to take the feet slightly closer together, whatever is available to you is absolutely fine, okay? So lots of variations with the hands, hand coming forward, hands in mudra, hands above the head, hands coming over. Play around with it, just 5 breaths in and out through the nose each side. That's what we're going to do for all of these postures. Changing over in the opposite direction, bending forward, taking the elbow to the knee if that's available, hand forward, left hand above the head, as long as we don't have high blood pressure and it's comfortable, looking up at the thumb, stretching into those fingers, not collapsing into the pose, and if it's available, taking that hand over and looking at the thumb. So stretching those fingers as far away from the body as possible. Or if it's not available or you feel woozy or dizzy, hand back to the hip, and if you need to, into child's pose. So just 5 breaths here. Breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale, equaling the exhale. The warrior, the side angle, these are fantastic for waking up the body, opening up that spine with your cat curls as well. So after 5 breaths, we're coming back in. Feet are pointing forward. Absolutely up to you again, whatever's comfortable. The feet can be directly facing forward or they can be opened out slightly. And we're just going to bend down so that the knees are directly over the hips, if this is available. Now, if we're here, that's fine. If we're down here, that's fine. And we're coming into goddess pose, okay? And we're going to take 5 breaths here. Again, hands can be here, hands can be here, hands can be above the head, whatever works for you, okay? So just whenever you're comfortable, take 5 breaths here. Inhale, equaling the exhale, and you should feel that body starting to wake up now. Inhale, exhale. One more. And back to center. If you have more energy and time, you can add in more of these. Now we're going to move into Vikasana or tree pose. All right, so I'll just show you this from the front. As we're pregnant, again, we can take those feet slightly wider apart. Feet underneath the knees, about hip width apart. We're going to come into trees. So there are lots of variations. And what I want you to do in pregnancy is hold on to a wall or chair so that you have that extra balance. So we can take the right foot to the calf, okay, if that's what's available. We can take it up to the thigh. We never place it on the knee, okay? But from here, we're holding on. So even if you feel stable, I want you to hold on to something. And we're going to take 5 breaths here. Okay, now if you're suffering from pelvic girdle pain, you don't want to be doing this posture. So a nice alternative to this, just breathing in, 5 breaths here, guys, is chair pose. Okay, so it's keeping the knees parallel with the hips. So 5 breaths here, and then changing over, opposite side, again holding on to demonstrate. Feet hip width apart, sole of the foot to the calf or to the inner thigh, placing the hand on the hip, above the head, or in front of the heart in half prayer position. Wherever we are, we're taking 5 breaths in and out through the nose. One more breath. And release that foot slowly down and walk back to your mat. All right, so now we're going to go down, coming into cross leg if this is available for us. Simple pose, Sukhasana. We're going to come into a pose that's called double pigeon here, and this is a gorgeous stretch in the psoas muscle. So we're going to take the left foot pointing forward and pushing that knee down if it's available. Now, again, if it's too much, if it's uncomfortable, we can be using blankets, cushions, blocks. We're going to take the right foot to the knee, and we're going to take the right knee down to the left foot, okay? Now, this will feel tight round about the hips and the psoas, and that is the point. So we can hold it here, 5 breaths like this. Now we have a big bump here, but if it's available, we can walk forward slightly as long as we're not squishing our bump or overextending. And you should feel a nice stretch, opening up the hips, the groins, the psoas. That's going to wake up that lower body this morning, ladies. 5 breaths here. Allowing a smile to form on your face. That just relaxes the jaw, starts to relax the cervix, preparing for birthing. And after 5 breaths, we're just going to lift that right foot, take it out, give yourself a hand, and we're going to change over sides, okay? So now the right foot is facing out. We're pushing the knee down. Again, we can use that cushion or block if we want. And we're going to take the left foot to the right knee and the left knee to the right foot, okay? And we can be pushing down here if we want more of a stretch. If we're up here, that's absolutely fine. Just do what's available to you, okay? Again here, hands above the head if that's what you want, or we can be just placing them on the knee and the foot or walking them forward. This is your practice, okay? So just taking 5 breaths here, whatever is comfortable for you. Enjoying that releasing the psoas, the hips. Being aware of how your knee joints feel if it's too much. You don't want to be doing this. Again, pelvic girdle pain, a hero pose would be more appropriate. One more breath. In through the nose, being aware of the turn of the breath and the exhale. So now, coming back to your Sukhasana, or easy pose, simple cross-legged, okay? Or, if we do have the pelvic girdle pain, we're just going to pop into hero pose like this, okay? So, knees again parallel with those hips. So, whichever posture we're using, we're going to do an open twist. So, you may have been told that twists are not good for pregnancy, but open twists are okay. Now, an open twist is when we take the right hand, for example, to the right knee, and we twist like this. So, we're not squashing the bump, we're not compressing any organs or squishing your baby. We're taking the left hand, we're just walking those fingertips behind the hips, and we're just going to inhale, lengthen through the top of the head, exhale, turn and look over the back shoulder. Taking 5 breaths here. Just close your eyes. Enjoy the release in the neck, cervical spine, the thoracic spine. Inhale, exhale through the nose. With each exhale, just allowing yourself to twist a little bit more, so long as it's not uncomfortable. And then back to center. So now another open twist on the opposite side, taking the left hand and pushing that, creating a bind against the left knee. Taking the right hand onto the tips of the fingers, placing them behind the hips, and pushing against that knee. Inhale, lengthen through the top of the head. Exhale and look over the back shoulder. Closing those eyes, taking 5 breaths here. Pushing the back of the hand against that knee, allowing yourself to twist a little more with each exhale. One more breath. In and out through the nose, gently smiling. And back to center. Hope you enjoyed your 10-minute energy boosting sequence, and I hope that has really kick-started your day, Mama. Namaste.